All right, Raiders, welcome back to another episode of Quant Gaming. This is the Raid Shadow Legends series, and today's episode is going to be about a new fusion that's just occurred, and it's going to be this fusion of this guy. I don't know his name by heart yet. It's Gurptuk or Gurptuk. I like Gurptuk Moss-Beard. He appears to be a specialist champion, and his A3 is his primary skill, where he actually applies debuffs onto all of the allies. That means your team, and that allows his passive to increase 7.5% more damage for each poison up to 30%. So it applies to every single skill. I don't know how that's different from an increase attack. It does seem like an increased attack, actually, and I'm thinking that maybe an increased attack would be similar. I don't know. Well, he's interesting anyways, so he does that, and then his A1 attacks one enemy 2 times and then places a 15% continuous heal buff for all the allies who have the poison, so they're getting a debuff, but then they're getting healed. So it's kind of a very small heal at the end of the day. And then finally, he has a cleanse, removes all debuffs from an ally, just one ally, and then heals that one ally. So if somebody's probably getting down too low, he'll say, hey, I'm taking the poison off you, healing you back up, and then I'll reapply these poisons once you're back up to fighting condition or damage dealing condition, whatever it might be. So that's him. Here's the fusion. It will involve a bunch of rares who I have. Actually, I have every single rare except 2 of them. This little dwarf named Painsmith and this lizard man named Haruspex. I already have all of these, all these fusions. These are the rares, so I have every single one. And they're all set and ready to go. A lot of them are already up to rank 4, but I will be fusing Umbral Enchantress, who I actually am really intrigued by as an epic to begin with. There's also Seneschal. He looks okay. There is Catacomb Counselor, who I also think is a pretty good-looking epic. And then Fang Cleric, who, in my opinion, is pretty good because I don't have a revive champion. This person revives. So I'm going to do what I can to try to achieve winning Gurptuk Moss-Beard. And that has about 2 weeks and 5 days from this point. As I said, I have quite a few, especially in the Umbral Enchantress. All these are rank 4. A lot of these are getting up to actually max rank 3 already. So I don't think I have a problem getting to that point of getting them upgraded. I might have a problem getting those 2 void rares, Paintsmith and Haruspex. We'll see how that goes. But I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the news here, because this is where it shows you where you can receive those missing rares. Haruspex is available starting, tomorrow from a Dungeon Divers event, so I'll be able to see what types of resource it'll take to receive that champion, and then Painsmith starting tomorrow as well from a Summon Rush event. So, I mean, ideally, to be honest with you, I would prefer to fuse this legendary, because I only have 3 legendaries now. This would be the 4th, although he's a specialist. It's better to have a legendary than not, I think. I don't know. But I kind of might diverge at a certain point. If I'm able to get 2 Umbral Enchantresses, one from a fusion, which I'm already working on, but the other from the Summon Rush tomorrow, I will probably fuse him. If it looks like the Umbral Enchantress will be too difficult to achieve with the Summon Rush, and that might be the case because that's purely dependent, I think, on pulling shards, then I might just do the epic fusion. So this is kind of a will I do it or will I not? It really depends on what I can keep along the way, because I do really want to keep Umbral Enchantress, and I would love to keep a Catacomb Counselor as well. It doesn't even look like you can get Catacomb Counselor any other way except a fusion. Look at that. That's the only way you can get it. All 3 of the other epics, Fang Cleric, available from a Champion Training event, Seneschal, available from Dungeon Divers event, and Umbral Enchantress, available from Summon Rush. But Catacomb Counselor is simply available from just this fusion of those characters. So, All right, so I have some decisions to make, but that's kind of the point of where I'm at right now. So I'm on the way to fuse him, but I will make a hard left or hard right depending on where I'm at. So things that are going on right now, these are the events for the fusion. I started doing some champion training earlier today when the event started. I'm actually holding off on this because although I have 1,577 points and a lot of champions that I can upgrade to the next level or rank up or even level up to their next levels, I'm going to wait to double dip when this Dungeon Divers events begins tomorrow. And then there's a summons rush tomorrow. And I'm saying tomorrow because I'll be going to bed very shortly and these will be started by that time. But there are some events that did end. This is the year. I should grab these because I only have 5 hours to get them. The Arena Assault, I completed this. This is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and get all of these resources right now. Yeah, that Summon Rush is kind of the one that will determine whether or not I'm going to do this fusion. If I simply don't receive enough points from using my shards, then and getting a second Umbral Enchantress, I might not do it. She's a Void legendary, very hard to get. So I'll make a game time decision there. All right, and then I did not finish this Dungeon Divers event. I think the reason was, I was just doing champion upgrades over the last week or so, and this rank 4 chicken would have taken too much energy to get just one champion. There's been like 400, 500 energy, and I think I could get 4 food champions built up with the same amount of energy that would take to get one rank 4 chicken. I mean, either way, I guess I would have had the rank 4 chicken and those food champions already upgraded, but that was my rationale. I didn't feel like doing it, so I'm just going to collect all of this. But yeah, that's not bad. I like that they have 24 hours to collect all of these rewards that you earn. And then this champion training event, I'm kind of on the kicker where I don't collect any of the champions until the event's over. But maybe this champion training event will be different because, you want to get those champions if I need them to upgrade them as quickly as possible. So yeah, the summon event tomorrow, there might be a caveat, or I hope there's a caveat that you can fuse champions and those fused champions will count as a summon, because if that's the case, I certainly have the ability to fuse actually quite a few champions. It would be Umbral Enchantress, which I already discussed, and then I could fuse Relic Keeper. This one's been sitting around for a couple weeks now, and I can fuse a couple, I think Bloodfeather and Torture Helm for the Rosin fusion. So, if those count as summons, those would give me additional points without pulling any of my shards. And I don't think I have enough shards right now to probably get that maximum prize. So I don't really want to pull all my shards if I'm not going to get the maximum prize, but if the fusions help me do it, maybe I will. All right, so that's kind of the game plan here. The strategy's in place. I'm starting on the path to get this Gurptuk Moss-Beard character fused, and I'll see where I go from there. I might do an update video in a week on this, or maybe an update video in 2 weeks, depending on where it goes. But that's it for now. That's the update of where I'm at. Really appreciate the time that you're spending here. Please leave any messages, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and click the like button. And we'll see you next time.